Hey everyone, Sketch Card Hive here. So today we have something crazy that's been leaked. It is the Magic the Gathering Marvel cards. Come with me, let's check them out, and let's see what we can expect to come from all of this. Let's get started. Okay, so let's go ahead and add this in here. Magic the Gathering Marvel. We saw this announcement some time ago, and we have kind of expected this to come, and we weren't sure when to expect to see any actual cards. But apparently today it's been leaked. So on Facebook Marketplace, someone I guess was trying to sell these groups of cards that took it off the warehouse's hands and decided to put them on the market early, which is a big no-no. Now, when we look at these cards, we'll see how they're packed and what are some things we're kind of confirmed or what things might be happening or how these cards will be distributed. This is the Magic the Gathering Marvel collaboration begins. This is the announcement and happened October 23rd, 2023. We had this announcement, and then we have all these wonderful details that we've all seen and kind of gotten to. Then they made an announcement that 2025 would be the year. So a lot of this is kind of happening pretty quickly. Hey, everybody in the chat, Adam, Rich, Jay, Collectible Andy. Hey, man, how's it going? Yeah, it's going to be an insane crossover. And today we're going to be able to see the cards. So without further ado, let's check it out. Let me go ahead and get us in here. And let's present my screen. It's pretty crazy to see this, and I'd love to share it with you guys. Steve, what's up, man? Okay, so here we go. Here's the picture that was leaked, and it's kind of everywhere on the market right now. This is, I mean, these look extremely legit. This is fascinating stuff, actually. So we're going to go ahead and check this out here. So these are the cards. This is what was shown to us. Sorry if this is spoiling anything for you. I'm sure it's fine. Hermit, what's going on, man? So yeah, here they are. Here are the cards. Here's what they look like. I figure we're going to spend a little time on this video. There's been some videos already, but there hasn't really been a video from the Marvel card community unless I missed it, talking about them specifically. I'm not a huge Magic the Gathering player, or I am a fan of them, but I haven't been really someone who's knows them intimately. I asked a few people to come on, but it's short notice, and I want to get this out to you as soon as possible. So let's go card by card. It's going to get a little out of focus. Sydney, what's up, man? Yeah, major spoilers. I am going to be naughty about this because you know why? Because I'm excited, and I know I shouldn't, but I'm doing it anyway. Still the day job. Sorry, boys. Okay, it's my two closest friends, Sydney and Donnie, who are my Magic the Gathering people. Can't be on right now, but we're going to do an actual live where we have multiple people on here. I'm going to try to get Steve on here too to talk about cards. Well, this particular set of cards. So, yes. You rock, Sydney. Okay, so we're going to get our boy Sydney on here, who, if you don't know, you should know. Major part of the Marvel card community and a very good friend of ours on this channel. And love him dearly. He's such a cool guy. And he knows so much about this. So I'd love to get his. I want you to jump on, Sydney. I want you to jump on. I'm excited to look at these. So Laws, hey, what's up, man? So good to see everybody in the chat. Hey, I wasn't going to make this live, but I wanted to make sure I didn't have to do any editing. So there you go. So we'll try to make this short so when people jump in, they can kind of just see what's going on here. There's a couple of different speculative things happening here where we believe what this will be is something for New York Comic Con because they're in cellophane bags, and cello bags are usually when they do promos and stuff like that. And 1990, 91, there's a bunch of huge tradition in Marvel where promos are given out these kind of bags. So my boy Sid is here. Hey, buddy.
How's it going?
Good, man. Better now. That's here. I'm not so alone on the whole Magic front. Okay, so let's look at this. Give us some overview thoughts first, and then we'll kind of get into this a little bit.
Sure. So these right here, as far as we can tell, are for a secret layer drop, which is something that Magic does basically sell cards directly to players. So they'll do a secret layer drop, and it'll have, I don't know if this will be just these 4 cards in it, or if there's going to be 4 different sets, and these are 4 of the cards that we don't really know yet, because this is all we see, these images. But if you look on the lower left of the card, it says SLD, that's Secret Lair Drop. So these aren't going to be in packs, these cards right here.
Secret
Right.
layer drop right there.
Yep.
Perfect.
But so I don't know what else you want me to talk
No,
about with
nothing.
them.
Let's go through them. I
All
say
right.
let's go through them. I
They're
first
all pretty exciting looking. So
they're freaking awesome looking. And so this is not Marvel. I'm pretty sure it's safe to say that.
correct. That is an existing card, Teferi's Protection. It's
Perfect.
a character that's a Magic IP.
Okay, good.
Teferi.
For a minute there, I was like, man, I'm seriously slacking if I don't know who that character is. But we have these 4 characters that are being revealed. It looks like this card that's peeking out here is the same as the Iron Man. And considering the rubber band, which is hilarious because you never, ever rubber band
Yeah,
cards.
it does look like stacks of all the same card.
Yeah, I can see the colors being the same too. I wish they hadn't put rubber bands on them. That's really bad news. But obviously, this is someone who I'm assuming took them out of where they're supposed to take them and is trying to sell them on the DL. It seems
If
that way.
if I mean, they may have just put them out and took a picture of them to just leak the picture. We'll see. I mean, it's hard for something like this to get out into the public and it not get back to the person.
Yes.
If they are selling them, but if they're not selling them, which I don't think they would be, but they could have stolen them and are planning on selling them later too. You never know.
We don't know. Tons of speculation, but what we're interested in is seeing them. And in my opinion, they're freaking awesome.
Yeah,
I am like, I'm really blown away by this, Sid. How are you? I mean, are you freaking out? Because I'm kind of freaking out. This is cool.
A little bit. The art is really good. Obviously, these are all 4 of these artists are Magic artists. Although like just the Iron Man is Justina Durr. She's done art for Snap, for Marvel Snap.
Oh yeah.
So but these are major Magic artists on these. All 4 of them, really.
I
So
think
it's
they killed
Tyler
it.
Jacobson, Justina Dura, Victor Adame Minguez, and Ryan Pancoast. And they're 4 of the top Magic artists.
This guy right here. This is why I'm so lucky because I have friends like this who can know this stuff far better than me. Okay, so okay, first impressions. The artwork is stunning. I think it presents really well on the card. There's a lot of storytelling in it. I know for Captain America fans, we've seen that image before, but I love its depiction here, and I think it fits
and
the
if you read what the card does, it fits right in. It's pretty amazing. So he can throw equipment. Equipment is like things that you can attach to creatures in Magic. He can throw equipment, and then it comes back onto him at the beginning of the next turn. It's so thematically cool. Red, white, and blue is his casting cost, which is very cool too. Human, soldier, hero. I don't know that hero has ever been a card type before on a Magic card.
It looks like it's
Human and soldier,
thematically
definitely.
connected
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
So it
Yeah,
looks
all
like,
of them will probably be heroes and villains. I'll bet there'll be villain cards too.
yeah, look, the hero kind of follows through. Human,
Mhm.
noble, hero. So these would be like kind of like the categories.
Yeah, basically they're just like you might have a card that said like all heroes get +1/+1,
Got
get
it.
big or something like that, or maybe a card says destroy target hero if it's like a Doctor Doom type of spell, that kind of thing. It can only target heroes, that kind of thing could be coming up.
If Surfer doesn't appear, I'm gonna cry. Like they can't do this to me. Anyway,
Nah, I think you'll be there. I think
okay.
you'll be all right.
Because I can only take so much.
I know.
Captain America, First Avenger. I say let's break this down one a little bit. So the catch and throw method, I had no idea. It's so cool. Secret layer drop. We have the SLD in the corner there. English. We have all those normal kind of things that would necessarily tell us the types of cards, what set it comes from, the rarity, so forth. Right? They're legendary creatures, which is I know is already a thing. I'm not that.
Yeah, and I don't know how this is going to work for when they do the full set, because every character pretty much, other than like a hand soldier or like there'll be some grunts
Yeah.
but almost every character is a legendary creature, right?
Well, Sentinels, right? I mean,
Sentinels, sure.
You could have stand buyers. You can have, yeah, I mean, there's a
Yeah,
bunch
yeah,
of things like a kingpin goon. Like there's a
yeah,
bunch
yeah.
of cool little things there.
Tracksuit Mafia.
Yeah, there you go. Perfect. So there's enough. There's enough there for
There
sure.
is, but I mean, I would guess that this set will have maybe more legendary creatures than any set ever.
Than normal, yeah, because these are kind of big characters.
I
Well,
swear, I'm gonna put a little prediction out there. Multiple man, you can have multiple copies of him, even though he's legendary.
oh, that's a good idea. See, this is gonna get really fun.
Yeah,
Um,
it is.
that's so sick. Okay. Wow, that's actually really cool. Copyright Marvel down here. I love seeing that. Wizard of the
Yeah.
Coast.
Now, the other thing that's interesting to me, uh, certainly Ryan Pancoast and Victor Adame are mostly traditional painters. Um, but in the past, these universes beyond sets, which is they call their sets where they have characters from other IPs, there is a strict digital only um, like
Yeah,
limitation put on the
Lord of the
artists.
Rings was like that, right?
But I don't know. Yeah, Lord of the Rings like that. There's zero physical art, like traditional art painted for any of the cards in that set. Um, so I'm hoping that that limitation isn't in place for this set, obviously. But I mean, the the art for this is going to be way more expensive than what we're used to.
Yeah.
Like the D&D art, just D&D, right? So much more niche, right? Now there is probably a bigger art market for D&D stuff than there's for Marvels or for like, Marvel cards
Yeah.
currently. But some of the paintings for D&D went for over $100,000, and that really hasn't happened at all in the Marvel, like other than actual comic book art for Marvel card art, that really hasn't happened.
No.
Um, so, but I expect if these are physical traditional paintings and they are able to sell them, that the prices are going to be higher than we are used to um, for Marvel card art.
Yeah. I mean, I think if anyone's in the art game and you've come into the art game or you have been in the art game for a long time, like Sid and a few others, when it comes to Marvel art, this is definitely going to be a different beast. So don't get your hopes up too crazy. I wouldn't bother the artists too much because these secret layer drops are in fact very digital. We might have a couple of traditional pieces.
Well, remember, these cards are just a secret layer drop, but there's a full
Yeah,
250 card set that'll be coming out
250. I didn't realize
somewhere
it was
around
that
there,
massive.
maybe
Wow.
even more than that,
Wow.
285, something like, I don't know what the exact numbers are these days for a set, but
Yeah.
yeah, over
Especially,
200. And the spells, even the spells will have,
oh yeah, that's
art
right.
of the characters on them. It's not just going to be the characters that have the character art on them. So
Right.
like if you have a spell that's like I don't know,
Anti like
like the goblin bombs,
right, right,
pumpkin
or
bomb, something
Scarlet
like
Witch
that.
or
Yeah,
something, or a Doctor
right.
Strange kind of spell.
It'll
You'll
probably
have the
have the
character
character on
in
it.
the card too.
Exactly.
Right, okay, so that makes sense. Okay, so Captain America, I feel like we went over a pretty good amount. Very cool. The colors are beautiful, and I like the structure and layout of the card a lot. And what I always loved about Magic the Gathering is always the framing. I feel like they lay the art on the card so much better than any other company.
Yeah, you notice these don't have a border on them. Typically, a magic card has a border to like signify what colors they are and things like that. But they
Right.
do these. They call them
Fully
extended art
extended
or
art, right.
full art.
And if
Um,
you yeah, so extended art, we've seen extended art TCG Marvel cards in Versus system, back in the day, but yes,
mhm.
these are the extended art
So
versions. So,
none of these have a border on them right now.
yeah.
A lot of times for things like this, maybe there'll be one with a border on it in like the collector's packs, things like that. So
Mm,
those don't know. There's like basically a couple different kinds of packs when Magic sells cards. They have their this is sort of a new thing, but it's basically their like collector. Like that's a bad way to put it. There's collector boosters, which are around $20+ a pack,
wow.
and usually I think it's 10 or 12 packs in a box. Um, and they're like I said, $20, $25 a pack. You know,
Yeah.
MSRP. There is no MSRP, but that's like generally. I don't expect these to be that cheap. I think they're gonna be crazy. Um, but then they have their regular booster packs, which are used for drafting or just people that just want to open product. That's usually like retail is like $155 or something like that for a
Yeah.
box of 36 packs.
Wow.
So that's the normal set, but there's cards in the collector boosters you cannot get in the regular packs, which is what makes them.
This
And
is going to be a little bit of a
sometimes there's serial numbered cards in there, sometimes there isn't. Just depending on the set. So like the Lord of the Rings set had the One Ring, but you
right.
can get the one of one. They had a one of
So
one that sold for a couple $1 million to Post Malone.
yeah. So if you don't know, there's a whole thing there.
That's the whole thing. Yeah, we don't know anything about that yet.
We don't know anything about that. World is not to Marvel card collectors yet. You got it's
Yeah, but get ready because those collector boosters are where the really
the good stuff is.
Interesting stuff is going to be.
Interesting stuff. See, I like how you're catching the words there. Good stuff if you're looking for serial rarity.
Exciting stuff.
Exciting
more
stuff.
in there.
I like that better.
There's cool stuff. There's cool versions of the cards in the regular packs too.
I mean, these are cool. I mean, I think what's nice is that it's just going to be fun to see a set done by Wizard of Coast, to get the Marvel brand in there and to have all this really cool text. And I'm excited to see the playable aspect come into the character's mythos, right? Like the character doing, like, I just like the throw and catch thing.
Yep.
That's such a, like, that's something you do out of love. You know what I mean? Someone who really knows what they're doing. It's not, I don't know. I'm very excited about that decision. And I can already tell that they're doing it right because they're spending the time to like put those.
Yeah, I'm sure that they had fans of the characters create a lot of this rules text, because I mean, the Wolverine, he has regenerate. That's a mechanic that's been in Magic since the very first set, is regenerate.
Generate Wolverine.
They don't generally use it anymore. They have slightly different, like they can make, because it's a little unintuitive, some of the stuff that regenerate does, but it fits so thematically perfect that they wanted to do that. Instead of, usually today they would say make him indestructible instead of giving him regenerate, but regenerate is what he does, so that's why they gave him regenerate.
Well, this is cool. I just noticed Sabretooth's hands in here.
Oh yeah, so I'm hoping there's a
connective
Sabretooth, but I don't know how they, maybe, but yeah, I noticed that as well. Sabretooth's hand in there.
I think we're going to get some connective cards. I think we'll get some, like,
it wouldn't surprise me at all.
I would not surprise me if we see that. Wolverine Best There Is. That's kind of a fun title. Fire and Earth. That makes a lot of sense. Double all damage Wolverine would deal. That makes sense. You know what I mean? Like, there's just a lot of really cool things on here for Wolvie. And I love it too. And even he wants the rubber band off the card. So that's perfect.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's cut it off,
Wolvie. All right, let's go. Water and fire.
So yeah, so blue and red. The reason why they made him blue and red is that's the color of artificers.
Oh, cool.
So red is the color of artifacts, and blue is the color of intelligence, essentially. So that's why those are together like that. For him, he's an artificer. I'm surprised they just didn't have room on the card, but I'm pretty sure they would have put artificer on there if they had room for it.
That's so sick. See, I would never have known that.
Yeah.
This is why collectors need to reach out to each other, because I'm enjoying the card way more now, understanding that bit of it. It's fantastic. So cool.
Well, they made him an artifact creature because I guess his power comes from his artifacts.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, technically, right? I mean, it makes a lot of sense. Human hero, which is why it makes a lot of sense that that's there. So cool. 4/4. There's all the details.
And he makes treasure when he attacks because he's rich.
Value equal to 1. Oh my god, that's so good. Wow, that's so cool. Man, I want all of these. I'm so sad.
Well, so these ones you'll be able to just buy from Wizard's site, and they just changed their So these, again, secret lairs they sell direct to the collector, and they used to be limited, but now they're making them basically you can just keep buying them until they decide, we're done selling them. Like,
okay, that's nice.
So these are not going to be particularly rare from the secret lair drop, because you would just be able to pay, $30 or $40 to get them all.
That's cool though. I mean, we have Marvel card collectors all the time asking, like, how can I get just get the cards I want and be done, instead of doing the rat race. And that's kind of really nice for something that's so new. And so and in my opinion will be very iconic to like Marvel card collectors. You know what I mean? Like, this is a big deal. It's the first time it's ever happened for us. So it's kind of a really cool kind of thing to our collection, a little bit of diversity in our collections now. And
absolutely.
I'm very excited about it. So the Iron Man looks beautiful. Let's check out our boy Black Panther, Wakanda King. This is so cool. So tree and light, that makes sense.
So yeah, it's white, green and white.
Green
Forests
and
and
white.
plains are the base glands that produce green and white. Everything's just by color. It's not like because red doesn't mean fire. Red means passion, and yeah, fire's part of red's color pie,
Okay,
but
cool.
it's just red.
Got it. Good. See, I know I sound like an idiot for saying the way I
No,
did,
it's fine.
but
It's fine. I
I'm new
understand.
to this. I can admit it when I'm new to it. I know a lot about Marvel
You're
cards.
gonna know a lot about it before this is all over in a year.
I'm ready to learn, baby. I am ready to learn. I'm very excited about this. Human Noble Hero, very cool. First Strike, Survey the Realm. That's cool.
So anything in italics like that is just reminder text. It's just saying this is like pay attention to this. Like there could be other cards with Survey the Realm that mechanically will work similar to this. That probably won't happen, but that's why it's in italics like that. It
Okay,
doesn't
cool.
mean anything really. It just means look when you see this, something like this will happen.
Got it. Man, that looks awesome.
So
That's
that's
just such
cool.
a
It's like
good image too.
mine vibranium. Yeah. So Tyler Jacobson, very, very, very good artist. Um, he's done art for like comics like I think Ninja Turtles like for IDW back in the day.
Wow.
Um, and done a lot of magic art. One of his paintings for D&D went for an insane amount of money.
I mean, it's beautiful, like the muscle tones, the shadow from
Oh yeah,
in
he's
I
really
mean,
good.
the lighting is just insanely nice. Wow. It's a shame we gotta see them in these packs like this. We can't really look at it and break it down too much.
Yeah.
You
It's like
you
as far as we know, we know it's in 2025. We
Yep,
don't know exactly when, and we don't know. These are a secret lair drop, so we don't know if this will come before or after the set.
got
Another thing to look out for is there's a format called Commander that typically for these big sets they will also put out 4 Commander decks. So there'll probably be even more product than just the secret lair drops and the main set. There will probably be other supplementary products too, including commander decks. That'll be a 100 card deck where every card is different in the deck other than the basic lands. Um, so I'm hoping for like something like a Fantastic Four set, an X-Men set, villains set, something like that.
I mean, this could
Uh,
potentially be a lot of different sets.
oh yeah,
Um,
absolutely.
okay, so they'll go pretty deep on this. I was worried that with the Lord of the Rings, I didn't understand how deep the Lord of the Rings one went, but from what we're talking about and what we're speculating, of course, that there's going to be a lot of different kind of themes, different kind of sets, different kind of decks that are rolling out a lot of art,
I would
not
expect
just
that. I
a
would
one and
expect a
done.
lot.
Okay,
Some of this stuff will be like reusing old cards with the new theming. Um, and some of the stuff in um, the commander decks might be like, it's just, you know, a location or something that might be similar to something in the Marvel universe, but it's not like specifically themed to it, something like that. So they don't have to like commission art for every new piece.
right.
Um, but we'll see. Maybe every single piece will be new.
This is pretty crazy. Okay, so all right. So let's think about this a little bit before we. This 23 minutes. I don't want it to go too long, so we got a couple more minutes. Let's thank you so much. I hope you guys don't make fun of me too much for saying these wrong. I'm a little embarrassed, but I'm just very excited. Thank you all for being here, by the way. I appreciate you guys. So we got a couple questions. Price point on these secret layer decks, or what are we looking price?
Depends on how many cards there are in it, but typically between $30 for the non-foil or up to I think maybe up to 60 for like some of the bigger ones that are all foiled, but usually between 30 and $40. Usually the non-foils are 30 and the foils are 40,
Got it.
around there.
Okay. Um,
And
also,
also typically there'd be a bonus card in each secret lair, which could be something rare like a serial numbered card. But generally it's just the same one in all the like if you get the Marvel secret lair drop, you'll get the same bonus card in each one, maybe a slight variation of it, something like that. But it'll be secret until they get sent out. You won't know what it is.
You won't know what it is. Okay.
Yeah.
I guess the other question is, are you prepared to lose a lot of money to me when I kick your ass in this game? Like, I'm just wondering, like,
Good luck. Good luck, my friend.
talking so much
I
crap.
only have,
Said
you know,
5 seconds ago. I think it's okay that you're gonna win. You're gonna win a lot.
I only have like 27 years of experience on you.
So
So
scary. These guys are scary.
I've,
So
I've literally been playing the game more than half my life.
that's just so cool to me, man. That's just awesome, dude. Like, I remember when Dave Palumbo did his Marvel Masterpiece set, and all of you guys came in
You know,
into
that's what did it.
my small world, and it's so cool to have, like, finally, you know what I mean?
But
Like,
it's clashing for real.
dude,
Well,
I'm
it already
excited.
clashed for us. Now it's like,
Now it's like
yeah,
now it's
now
like
it's coming to a
clashing.
head. Yeah.
But I think it'd be fun to have games. Like, I feel like we could actually,
Oh,
like,
it's gonna
play
be
now.
awesome.
You know what I mean? We're gonna have a good
And
time.
I mean, I've played plenty of Marvel board games and card games. Like
Yeah, of course.
I've
Yeah.
played Versus System. I've played what's the other, the Upper Deck,
Legendary.
Legendary. Great game.
Yeah.
Really cool thematically. It's nothing like Magic. I mean,
No, it's
Magic
different.
is the. I mean, I've been saying this for 25 years, 30 years. Magic is the best game ever created. Like
I
it
mean,
is. It's been going for how long, and it's as big as it is for a reason. Like it's the most robust gaming system ever created, with like so much variation, and Marvel is going to fit perfectly. Like the mechanics that they're going to put on these cards are going to fit thematically so well, because they have 30 years of, 32 years at this point of uh experience
yeah.
and mechanics to choose from to make these cards special.
It's
uh,
such a great way to adapt them too, right? They have
oh yeah.
so much they can do, so they can just fit these things in perfectly.
Yeah. So
Um,
any fan of Marvel can take a character, and if they know Magic, say, oh, this is what this card would do, like.
because it's immediate, because they're
It's
so consistent, they're so prolific. That's so great.
Yeah, it's gonna
That's
be
cool.
great.
See, I played Magic. I've had a deck, played in high school, and then I played a little bit like 4 years ago, and I was terrible
I
at it.
mean, I have decks just sitting here, like
Of
all over
course
the
you do.
place.
I'm not surprised.
This is my vintage deck.
I love that Wolverine in the background.
But like I this is like, okay, here's a card. Well, I'm just gonna look at the old. Oh yeah, sure. Like this is a card, Library of Lang, right? It's not a good card. But this could be, a card that they could repurpose for, like, Doctor Strange's Sanctum or something like that.
Yeah. Oh,
That
yeah. I
kind
mean,
of
that's
thing.
that's immediately what I thought. I was like, "Oh, that's Doctor Strange Sanctum
Yeah,
right
yeah,
there."
exactly.
Yeah. I
Uh,
see. This is really great, and it's so cool because I had an idea this is how it's going to go, but it's really difficult really understanding, like, how it's going to resonate and how well it'll be done until we see these cards. Oh,
you could
oh,
buy a
that's
tutor,
cool.
so you could do a Mephisto's, pact or something like that.
I
It's
just hope they
easy.
do
It's
so many
easy.
characters. I'm so excited about that. I hope it's not just like the big like Avenger MCU gang.
Oh,
I don't
this is
think it will be, but oh man, Surfer's board can be a card. Dude, I'm excited. Okay, so I'm gonna
there's
stop talking about
there's
Surfer.
there's
Just ridiculous.
cards from like the early days that just like destroy target artifact, right? Just
Ah,
one in a red. Um, just just rename it Hulk Smash.
so sick. I think it's sick. I think it's great. The art is amazing. We're seeing a lot of really cool things here. This connective one with Sabretooth's arm there, if it does connect, I don't know. I'm just talking. But that is really cool to see that possibility.
I when I saw that, I was, I think we lost Fausto. Yeah, when I saw that arm there, I was like, oh, I hope that's connected.
I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. I'm
Yeah,
here.
yeah,
I
yeah.
don't know what happened there. Ridiculousness. My mistake.
No
But
worries.
put those back up.
But yeah, I saw that arm there, and I was like, oh, it's got to be Sabretooth's arm. They're like in the snow. There's like smashed trees behind them, and I thought, yeah, that'd be great if. But the way it is, I don't know how that would connect onto another card.
No.
But
Yeah.
maybe,
Maybe it's just there to be there.
yeah,
That
as
happens
a nod to
as a nod
Sabretooth.
to it. It's to the battle. That makes sense. The Iron Man looks
I
great.
did notice there's no battle damage on Wolverine, which I know they've been reticent to to do
That's interesting.
recently.
That's really interesting. I didn't think about that. I forgot that they were unable to do that kind of stuff, but
It's a little frustrating.
it's a little frustrating. But you know
Like,
what?
it's Marvel Comics. They do it in the comics constantly on the cover with him with bullet holes all over him. Like, come on.
It's a very strange thing, but I'm
Yeah.
sure it will change in the future. But so just to recap, and we'll start wrapping up this video for you guys, or if you have any questions in the chat, let me know. That's why I put it live, just in case there's anything we missed. But um, just to reiterate, this looks awesome. There's a lot of details here. We'll be able to play. This seems like these 4 little packets, like this kind of thing, is going to be maybe at New York Comic Con. Maybe it's promos. We
I'm
don't
guessing
know.
that's what these actually are. That these are going to
I would
be
assume.
either given out or shown at least at Comic Con. I
I would.
mean, they
I'm trying
did
to
say
see
that
if they
the Marvel
saved.
booth will have magic stuff at it. I do believe
They
that.
did. I remember hearing
Yeah.
that announcement.
So
So this might be that very magic stuff.
yeah, that's
Um,
what I'm guessing too, and that they're getting ready to ship them, and someone snapped a picture.
yeah,
Um,
I think that's what happened. So I know I'm the terrible person who decided to spoil this because I'm weak. I am weak, but I had to see it.
plenty of people did it before you from the
Okay.
magic side, so
I feel
just not
better
from the
about it
Marvel
now.
side.
I'll do it on the Marvel side then. But Sid, you're a rock star. Thank you so much for coming on here and
No
explaining all this
worries.
because I would have looked like a complete buffoon. Um, I'm obsessed. I'm excited. The art is amazing. I love how thematically everything's connected. I'm excited to learn Magic the Gathering the proper way, not just the amateur way I've been doing. So I'm
Get your
excited.
wallets ready.
I'm excited to
Honestly,
be dived in.
to learn Magic, the best way is get a commander deck. It used to be called EDH, Elder Dragon Highlander. They um, renamed it Commander. You basically have one character that's your commander, and all the cards
Yes,
in your
I
deck.
had a commander deck.
There
It's
you
a
go.
100 card deck, right?
Yeah, it has to be the colors of your commander. All the cards
Yes,
in it have to be
got
the
that.
colors of your commander, and it's fairly cheap. $40-$45 to buy the
Right.
deck, and it's ready to play out of the box.
Yeah.
And it'll be thematically really tightly coupled, and you'll just have a blast playing it. It's typically played as a multiplayer format where you play more than 2 people, but you could just play them against someone else too, and just have a great time. Buy all 4 of them for $160, and then just randomly pull one out to play with someone and pull the other one out to play with someone. Um, but
Also,
yeah,
there's Arena, right? There's
so
a
Arena is their digital. They have 2 digital platforms actually. They have Arena and they have the Magic the Gathering Online. The set will be on both of those. Arena is the more mobile friendly version of the application. There is no mobile versions of Magic the Gathering Online. Magic the Gathering Online's like their old client. There's good things about it and bad things about both of them. You can sell or trade your cards on Magic Online. You cannot do that on Arena. Like you
ah,
just go into your collection. There's no trading. There's no
it's locked in.
anything
It's
like
done.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So all the moving parts are completely interchangeable. Snick. It's literally the mechanics of the game are the same no matter what the IP is that they're using. So you could play your Marvel deck against Warhammer 40K deck or Lord of the Rings deck.
That's kind of cool,
um,
man. I
it
didn't
is
realize
it
there would
is
be a
kind of cool,
crossover
yeah.
like that. That's sick.
Absolutely, and you can just mix and match the cards too. You could have a commander deck with Iron Man um, as your commander, and have cards from the other sets in there too if they fit your style play, things like that.
Ah, sick. That's a great question. Thank you so much.
The
That's a
art
really
of Iron Man definitely is memory jar like.
so
That's a good call out because the rainbow swirls around it. Absolutely.
it looks so good. This is great. Well, I'm excited. You're gonna have to be my guide. You and Donnie got to be my guide through this.
No
So
worries. Get your wallet ready. It
I'm.
is.
Where
Get
is
your
this?
wallet ready.
Look, it's already hiding from me. It's already like, no,
uh,
please.
yeah, it is not, especially if you want the collector boosters. That's going to be the big thing, and the hard thing to get. And I honestly like the commander decks. You'll be able to get at Walmart and Target. Um,
That's
but
nice.
but if one of them is better, 1 or 2 of them are better than the other ones, they do
Right.
sell quickly when that happens because typically they don't hold that $40 price point if the decks are good.
I remember that.
But then some that aren't as good sometimes can sit there for years even at the big box stores. But if you just go to your local game store, LGS, and say, hey, I want to pre-order the commander decks, they'll do that for you. And you can try to pre-order like the collector boosters and things like that, but I don't know. Most LGSs are probably going to mark them up because I don't, even though they're going to print a lot, there will be a lot printed. It's not going to meet demand really. It's just going to be too much demand.
And the audiences are different. Just remember, guys, like
from the Magic side, yeah. See, that's the thing is the scale, you can't even like fathom the Magic
it's going to
scale
be
compared
very
to
weird for a lot of Marvel card collectors to understand that. I've gotten glimpses of it because I've just been fortunate enough to be friends with you guys and have other friends who've seen this world.
How many Marvel collectors do you think, Marvel card collectors, rip packs, like rip boxes?
Truthfully, I don't think it's more than 500.
It may be a little more than that, but even if it's 5,000, 10 million Magic players, right?
Yeah, that puts it in perspective.
So demand going to be up there.
Kind of cool, man. I think it's kind of cool. I'm actually really excited to see what this does. And I mean, I know this is going to be everywhere on the internet, but I mean, what I'm really excited for, truthfully, is not only seeing the art in this new format of card, but I'm also excited to like play with you guys. You know what I mean? Like I'm excited to get together. That's going to be a good time.
It's too bad it's not going to be out by OAX, which stinks.
I know, so mad.
But I do think there'll be a lot of art shown by then. I think New York Comic Con, there's going to be a lot of art shown, and I think that they've started previewing things like almost 6 months out now for Magic sets. So I think we'll see a lot of previews and things coming up. I'm hoping it's the like spring set, but I don't hold out too much hope it'll be that soon, but it could be. So we'll see.
We're gonna have to do something in the middle of the year or something like that, because I have a feeling between the tops, this, and just everything else that's coming, the landscape of Marvel Cards is going to be drastically different than what we're used to.
Absolutely.
So, yeah. But thank you, everybody. This is great. I'm trying to keep this a small amount, so in case anybody wants to watch, they don't think it's too long. Sid, you're a god. Thank you so much for doing this with me. Is there anything else you'd like to tell us about this that we should prepare ourselves for? We've covered the artists, the traditional digital, the play. We've kind of gotten into the price point too. Is there anything else that, being one of my closest friends on, period, but also someone who knows so much about Magic the Gathering, is there anything else we should know?
No, I think we covered most of the big stuff. Just have fun. That's the thing with Magic, is it's fun. And yeah, if you get into the digital thing, like I play Magic literally every day on Arena. So obviously I think it's great. I don't know. Marvel and Magic, literally my two biggest collections, as you can see behind me. Everything behind me is Magic and Marvel. It's like perfect collision for me and my poor wallet.
Your poor wallet. We're all going to be very broke, but we're all there for each other. We'll work on this. But thank you so much. Thank you, everybody. Hope you enjoyed this stream. Check it out. Leave me in the comments below what you're most excited about, what you can see happening. Put in the comments some cool card combinations, right? If you are a fan of Magic the Gathering and know the cool playable kind of aspects of it, do some combinations. Let's see what you come up with in the comments below. I'll let you guys go. Thank you all so much for watching. Bye, everybody.
See ya.